Hello again. Thanks for watching on KHOU 11+. I'm Matt Musil, and this is
Daniel Gotera. Wow, thank you. That was awesome for letting me say my name. I thought you were going to introduce me. I'm glad we're having fun now.
Yeah.
Because about a couple hours ago, that didn't look so good there for a while.
Okay, they're not 0-4. The Texans are not. They are 0-3-1, as you just pointed out.
Silver linings. Thank you.
Silver linings.
Matt.
And again, I think the team made progress today. I know that sounds Pollyanna of me. They lose by 10, but man, when they were down 21-0 and then 27-7, I'm like, time to take a nap in the second half.
Yeah,
but they showed some resilience.
Yeah, that first half, for the first time this season, I thought, oh man, like this is a team destined for top five. Yeah, it was bad. The interception, and then the Chargers got rolling. That's what I'm saying. I thought for the first time, like, this is not a good football team. And I might still be proven right on that. But at least in the second half. No, really, at least in the second half, they didn't lay down. It was 27-7 at halftime. They came back out. Obviously, from talking to the guys afterwards, Lovie Smith maybe laid into them just a little bit and made them realize that, hey, you have a decision to make right now. There could be a narrative about this team that continues, or we can at least turn this thing around and make it close. And they did, and they deserve credit for that.
Austin Eckler killed them, though. 3 touchdowns. If they could just get off the field there in the closing 5 minutes or so and get the ball back, the offense was catching fire.
That's been their biggest thing, though, getting off the field on third down all season. We saw it in Denver. We saw it with the Bears. They lost contain on Justin Fields multiple times. Here, they just can't get off the field on third down. Even if the Chargers were running similar plays, that Eckler play there towards the end, they had run it multiple times, and they just can't do it. And I don't know if that goes to inexperience or just poor communication, like the guys were saying afterwards, but those little things are really holding this team back, and maybe that's a hallmark of teams that really struggle during the season.
No doubt about it. It's a combination, I think. We go back to coaching, players performing well, that type of thing. Hey, in the locker room after the game, it was so much fun to talk to Damien Pierce.
Yes.
This guy's fired up. He got the game ball. His mom was here for the first time, got her on a plane to fly here. Let's hear from the guys after the game, starting with Damien Pierce.
Yeah, that's a blessing. Shout out to them boys right down there. Big five, you feel me? Appreciate them boys, but it feel good, man. I'm all smiles, you feel me?
Can you take us through that long touchdown run?
Play we've been working on all week. It's crazy because in practice we kind of couldn't get it right, but in the game it worked out perfect, man. Shout out to T-Boy for setting that initial block. Came off of him, hey, the rest is history. And he could help me out on the back end. You got a guy that run 23 miles per hour, you shouldn't get caught.
Can you show us your football?
Yep, they're going to my mama. Y'all already know. Get it a little closer, get it closer up. They're going to my mama, man.
Now, where's that going?
To my mama. For sure. This her first game, man. This her first time coming down to Texas, Houston, and see her baby play.
Did you already know that?
She was at the game, and this is the first time?
This her first time coming, man. I had to fight her to get on the plane now. We don't do plane where I'm from. But
Well, one time in, you say, hey, we'll get it right. After 4 games, we can't talk about being close anymore. But if you watch the game, we talked about a lot of opportunities. It seemed like we've done that each game. Not there yet. We're not a good football team yet. Good football teams find a way to win at the end, and we haven't been able to get over that hurdle.
Lovie kind of asks us, what you going to do? Are you going to? And then, guys, the leaders in the locker room were kind of getting, just motivating each other, because we're, at the end of the day, it's still the NFL, so you all going to compete. We're out here for a reason, so we weren't just going to roll over. So I love the way that we came out to fight, just got to finish it.
First 4 games are close. Good teams got to find a way to win late in the game, and we haven't done that yet. Just got to keep fighting for it. We still got a long season ahead of us. All it takes is one. I said it last week or the week before. All it takes is one. Just got to get that one win, start building some momentum, and we'll carry on through the rest of the season.
It was great to see guys come in at halftime, kind of regroup. We didn't have our best start, but certainly we understood that it was going to be a 4-quarter challenge, so we came out second half swinging, and you want to see that. You want to see the fight from everyone. Special teams did a fantastic job of just pinning them down there deep, making them try to march the length of the field, and then also getting a turnover for us. We just got to figure out how to get one on the defensive side of the ball.
Frustrating, close ones, as we all know. Pretty much this league comes down to close games. There's hardly ever any, blowouts, and the great teams find a way to be able to finish. And, we haven't been able to do that. And today, we just simply, as an offense, didn't start fast. So, past 4 weeks has absolutely been frustrating as a competitor, no question.
So there you have it. I think this team made progress today, and most of the guys believe that too, but not enough to get in the win column, and that's tough because now they go on the road to very much improved Jacksonville squad.
Yeah, we talked about it during the week, right? The Chargers are good. They're loaded, even though they're banged up. I mean, they still got talent out there, and I think one of the frustrating parts of this game was the fact they could not get pressure with their front seven, and that's kind of been an issue here the last couple of weeks. The Chargers starting a rookie backup left tackle because Rashawn Slater, Clemens' kid, he's out for the season. They could not get any pressure on that side. Justin Herbert came in banged up. Could have really taken advantage of making him uncomfortable. They couldn't do it. And then he just picked them apart there in that first half. And once you dig yourself into that kind of hole, it's really tough to come back from, especially against a team like the Chargers.
Exactly, because it was like, it kind of felt like, okay, the Texans are close. They didn't cash in on the turnover on the special teams. They just got a field goal. And when they didn't do that, it just felt like the Chargers were going to figure out a way. Okay, they're getting close. We're going to figure out a way to win this game because they have more talent, more experience.
Yeah, I think so. And, they get the field goals 27-24. All the defense has to do is make a stop. They were playing so well in that second half. It was like a brand new team came out, and they just couldn't do it. They couldn't get off the field on third down. And I would imagine for a coach, especially a defensive coach, that has got to be the most frustrating thing for Lovey, to see his team do the work to get in positions to get off the field, and then they just can't do it. But we haven't talked about the play call not running Damien Pierce in the first half either. That was...
okay. All right, so it's 0-3-1 going to Jacksonville, and we'll do it all over again next Sunday. Thanks for joining us here in KHOU 11+.